Okay, look, not gonna lie, I am not a fan of AI. Now, when I say AI, I don't mean like robots and stuff, I mean like in art and music. I'll explain myself better in a minute, just stick with me. Now look, I know AI has got some amazing uses, like in the field of medicine and computers and science and everything. Even the last Beatles song we got, Now and Then, I mean, what a song, I love that song, and that would not have been possible without AI. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to grab John's vocals, from that old manky cassette and do what they did. And Peter Jackson's Get Back documentary about the Beatles, I mean, we owe a lot of that to AI. I'm not exaggerating. That documentary changed my life. Now, before I get into today, and I mean, this is going to be a proper rant, so buckle in. This guy, hi, it's Andy from the future. Before I jump right into the video today, I've got a huge favour to ask. If you enjoyed the video, you found it informative, helpful, entertaining, anything like that, could you be so kind as to drop a like on the video? Leave a comment and say hi. YouTube is really competitive right now, and all the little free things such as likes, comments, anything like that, it really helps the channel out. Thank you so much. Back to the video. Okay, right. My issue with AI, it's with this sort of thing. I mean, look at it. I hate these pictures. I mean, you can quite clearly see that they're AI pictures. They've all kind of got this weird look about them. I don't know, to me they just feel soulless. But then what happens is you get people trying to pass them off as the real thing. Like, I saw a picture on Twitter, if I can find it, it'll be up here, and it was clearly AI generated. It was a dude in a workshop with a large wooden dog, and the caption above it was something like, "Oh, look what my dad the carpenter made." I mean, come on, man, who was your dad? Grok? Midjourney? I don't know, but people fall for it. I mean, there was comments under it saying, "Wow, that's amazing." Come on, man. Right, there's a very popular YouTuber. You've probably heard of him if you're terminally online. He's called Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, Charlie. I saw one of his videos the other day, and he was talking about an artist. Now, this dude, the artist, was creating pictures on Midjourney. Now, Midjourney is basically an AI program where you type in a prompt and it produces a picture for you. So, I don't know, say you want a picture of a nun rollerblading, you put in nun rollerblading, and it'll make a picture of a nun rollerblading. That's all you have to do, you have to type in some words to it. Mouse with a hot rod. And bingo, you've got a picture of a mouse with a hot rod. Now, this dude was arguing and trying to convince the world that he was like a genuine bona fide artist because he could type. He was under the impression that his art was as valid as somebody who used oils or acrylics or watercolors and had spent years honing their craft to create art. And what's bad is that he figured, seriously, this dude figured that his art was worth as much as art that had been created the traditional way. Now, I know artists, and I count some artists as very good friends. Cass, hi Cass. And I have seen them labour for months over a painting or a sculpture or, something they're creating. I've seen firsthand what goes in, to creating art, real art. So when some goober thinks he's the next Banksy or Leonardo DiCaprio, just because he can type, well, it doesn't sit well. Let's just say that. So now you've kind of got a bit of an idea about my beef with AI art. So let's move on to the music side of it. Now, there's a ton of these sites, tons of them, and the same thing applies with music. You go onto the site and you type in the genre, what you want to be the song, what you want the song to be about, the BPM, whether it's a guy or a girl singing, whatever. And the computer AI thingy takes it all and spits out a song. Boom, you've got a song that sounds like, well, for the uninitiated, it sounds just fine. I mean, it sounds like a song if it came out of the radio while you were in a car. I mean, probably 90% of people would not be able to tell that this was an AI generated garbage trash song for garbage trash people. Now, I have got a problem with this, because if this carries on, Seriously, there's going to be no need for musicians anymore. But wait, how is the AI machine creating these songs? Well, simple, it's stealing them. Straight up, plain and simple, theft. Dishonestly appropriating property belonging to another with the intention of permanently depriving him from it. Theft! You see, you can't just plug a computer in and make a song. No, you have to train it. And how do you train your computer to make songs? Well, you use other artists' songs. So the program will have been subjected to hundreds of thousands, millions of hours of music from artists across all genres in all styles, and that's how the machine learned. I mean, what it spits out is not an original composition. What it gives you is a bastardization of a ton of songs that it has listened to, and it's just picked the best bits out from the prompt that you've given it. But the real rub here is that none of the musicians whose music, taught the machine got paid for it. Now, I know people in real life that use this AI crap, and they've got the gall to say, "Oh hey, do you like my new song? I just wrote and recorded it." And if you know what to listen for, you can say, "Nah, bruh, that's AI. Don't be a giant tool. Don't be a fraud. You just type some words into a computer. That does not make you a musician. Go and learn an instrument." Seriously, I'd have more respect for them if they spent a few hours learning a few basic chords on a guitar or a piano and recorded an original composition on their phone that they had played themselves, that they taught themselves to do. I mean, sure, it might not be worthy of the charts or, it'll never be top listened on Spotify, but at least you did it yourself. Have a bit of respect. You made a song yourself using some talent and not just typing. I mean, they would actually have something that they could be genuinely proud of and, could go back to a year later, when they've improved and say, "God, that was my first song, but now look what I'm doing." I mean, that's the problem. Everyone these days wants to take shortcuts. I mean, 90% of all EDM tracks are now just some waller dumping a ton of samples into a DAW. "Oh, have you heard my new song?" Sorry, mate, just off. It's like building something out of Lego and comparing it to Michelangelo's David. It's trash. Idiots. Look, I'm not being a technophobe here, and I'm not saying all AI is bad. It saves lives. When it's used properly in the medical field, it's a miracle. For working out complex mathematical problems and, science stuff, it's genius and saves millions of hours. For restoring old photos and movies and stuff, that could have been lost. But please don't ever but please do not ever have the gall to tell me that you typed a few words into your phone and you've composed music, created art, because you didn't. And we need to stop congratulating the people that do this and say something like, be much cooler if you learned to play the guitar, or, yeah, you could have taken some drum lessons, bro. I mean, you can teach yourself to play the piano now from YouTube videos. AI should not be used to create songs and paintings and stuff. And anyone who does it, in my opinion, is a hack. There, I said my piece. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff. I stream every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 o'clock UK time. It's like 4 PM in the US. Come and hang out on the stream. The chat's usually pretty lit and, there's some really cool people in there. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.